Hey kids, alright, so we all know the 50 states of the United States of America. But with these states, other than the Civil War, there's been many conflicts between all of them throughout history. So I decided I want to talk about some. Okay, so the first one is Ohio versus Michigan. Now you might be thinking, oh great, he's gonna talk about football, or soccer, if you live in England, or basically anywhere else. Anyway, so basically, Ohio and Michigan have actually had even bigger rivalries other than just football. It all started when Michigan decided, hey, I want this lake that Ohio has, so give me this part of Ohio. And I said, please, can you not? And they said, I'm sorry, but no, I could not. And now it could have started another freaking civil war, but whatever. But America eventually agreed on, okay, guys, I don't want even more fighting, so take this Upper Peninsula, and somehow Wisconsin hasn't invaded it. That shows me what a coward is. Our next conflict revolves around America's poorest state, Mississippi. Okay, this was very popular, especially back in 2018. So basically, Mississippi had this Confederate little thing on their flag, and a lot of people were like, okay, guys, please stop. You're the only one left. Please get rid of it. And a lot of people wanted to see the change, considering Georgia had made the change quite a while later, a few decades before this. So basically, Mississippi was like, I don't think I will. Why? Because I'm racist. Anyways, so basically, Mississippi decided to stick to their guns and kept the Confederate flag on their flag. That's the worst sentence I've ever said. Anyway, so it finally ended after 126 years of debate. And it was eventually changed to this flag. To be honest, I kind of want the old flag back. Even if it had a horrible meaning, it was still better than this piece of garbage. I mean, yeah, I like some parts of it, like the red and blue look decent. The "In God We Trust" is good, I guess. But why'd you need to put a flower here? Like, what? The next conflict actually revolves around U.S. territories and places. These are territories of the United States that want to become states. These territories and places include Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam, Midway Islands, Samoa Islands, and some other stuff that I don't care to name. So let's start off with Puerto Rico. These Puerto Ricans have had U.S. citizenship since 1970, right when they were born. So this whole thing's going pretty good. It makes sense that they would want to become a state for U.S. protection and just, other stuff like economic prosperity. There's just one little thing holding this back. Puerto Rico is a democratic state, which, nothing wrong with that. But to political parties, that matters quite a bit. Of course it freaking does. This means that whenever there's a campaign to decide, okay, are we going to make Puerto Rico a state or not, this leads to only about half of the entire House of Representatives to vote. And of course, the ones that don't vote are the Republicans, because Puerto Rico will become a democratic state. The next one is Washington, D.C. This is, as you may know, this is the capital of the United States. They want to become states so they can have a seat in the House. This will be a huge step and will swift away U.S. politics dramatically. Again, the same reason that this hasn't become a state yet are actually two reasons. One, the Republican issue, like I just said before, and the second one is that, well, there's kind of some complications to try to do this. What are we going to name it? Is it still going to be our capital? Is our capital going to be inside the state? Like, what? Is it going to be a state and a capital at the same time? Which, to be honest, no one really knows. But hey, it might happen one day, hopefully. The next territory is Guam. You may know this from World War II when Japan invaded it. These guys have been wanting to become a state for a long time, and yeah, basically all of these states are just not going to get voted in because Republicans won't vote for it. Yep, that's it. Another reason why the US doesn't really want it to be a state is because Guam is usually used as a naval base for military stuff. And having this actually being a state and being taken over in a war would be crushing to the US economy and stuff like that.